Hey everybody, welcome back to Riverbend Springs. So, whoop, totally just ran into the signpost. So, we ended the last episode a little bit early in January because we still have 51 bales of straw that needs to be sold to the farmer's market. So, we are still in January. I hopped back in now to get these sold before sleeping on into February, which is going to be the um, best time for us to sell our lettuce. So we're going to get these. There we go. Going to get these sold for 21,000 on the first load, and then we have another full load and then some back at the farm that we're going to go pick up, and that will finish off January for us, and then we'll go ahead and sleep into February. And I assume we'll be taking lots and lots of lettuce uh, off to be sold, which is going to put us in a great spot. Also, when we get back to the farm, I have something new to show you guys. So I will catch up with you when we get back over there. So just coming around the bend here, coming back up to the farm, and if you'll notice, we have a new third greenhouse. So I went ahead and made the decision to put the third greenhouse in, do a little landscaping around it, but just having that lettuce production that's going to help us out in the winter months, I think is going to be very optimal for expanding and growing our farm. So let's work on getting the rest of the silage bales loaded up here. And it looks like all but one jumped on the trailer. There we go. So let's we'll make a little lap around Grass Island here and bring you guys back around to see the greenhouse. So just lined it up with the other two. I did have to cut down one more tree. Uh, it was just in the way when I was trying to fill up the water with the tractor and the water tank. So I went ahead and cut that tree down, and we'll haul it off and get it over to the sawmill a little bit later. But definitely wanted to get this straw sold while the selling and the buying is still good. So we'll get this back up to the farmer's market, get it unloaded, and then we'll head back over here. Okay, so here we come back over to the farmer's market, get rid of the rest of the straw bales that we have before the price began to drop too much. So let's get these unstrapped and sold off here. There we go, an additional $17,000. That puts us in a great position. Back up over to 50K in the bank. So we are in good shape moving forward. Okay, so just getting back to drop off the bale trailer. We'll take a quick look at prices one more time just to make sure that we are officially done with all the selling that we need to sell for January. We're not going to sell our grass, and then we are waiting for February to come around for us to sell our lettuce. So, that being said, does look like that's going to finish off January. So let's pull over here to the house, and we're going to call it a day, go inside and sleep, and then we'll pop back out in February and get some more work done. All right, so here we are in February, and should be time to sell the lettuce. So let's jump in and check our pricing right now. So it looks like we're close. Looks like maybe the price is dropping a little bit. Let's look over in pricing here. Farmers market's giving 3,100, still 32.93 at at the train, and then at the restaurant, 32.66, 32.18 at the kiosk here at the farm. All right. So we're gonna get this stuff sold. I don't know. I don't know if we wait maybe and see if we get better pricing this afternoon. But the stock check does tell us that the price is dropping. Looks like we've got $270,000. And that's gonna have us take it to the train, rent the train, manually load all of our pallets on the train, and then drive the train over to Goldcrest Valley. I'm not sure that that's something I want to do, but it's going to be an extra $20 per 1,000 liters. I think we may just sell it in town. And let's see in town, where's the best place to sell it. So right now, if we started selling right now, it's going to be the restaurant. I don't think I've sold anything to the restaurant. Let's see where that's at. The restaurant is going to be... Okay, so the restaurant's over here. It's the Ship Restaurant. The I don't know the name. The Captain's Galley, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I think we're gonna go ahead and get that sold off over there. Let's see if there's anything that we can plant right now other than corn. And no, that's not corn, that's cotton. And I don't have any equipment to work cotton. So for right now, we're gonna hold off on planting anything, because we don't have the equipment to work cotton. So yep, let's get the truck. We'll get the trailer attached to it, and then we will start loading up some lettuce and head off to the restaurant with that. It's going to be a good day for selling lettuce. It's going to put us probably over, yeah, put us over the $500,000 mark, over $500,000. So definitely going to be a good day for that and getting us in a position to purchase some fields and do some bigger expansion for this upcoming season. So already got some lettuce there at the greenhouses, and this lettuce that we have in the barn or in the shed, I haven't sold any lettuce since last year, since the last season to sell lettuce, which was I guess last February. So let's work on getting this loaded up here. Wonder how many pallets we can actually get on our truck. I feel like we're gonna kill this sign. No, we're good. Nope. We're good, the sign's not. Alright, get that strapped in, and then we'll get over here to the storage barn and get some lettuce pallets out from there as well. Okay, so we got our first load of lettuce on the trailer, and we're going to get this over to the restaurant and get it sold off. So I will catch up with you guys over at the restaurant. A little three-wheel action there. Alright, here we go. Off to the restaurant. Okay, so here we are. Let's get pulled up here, get this unlashed, and get it unloading. Let's see if we can get it all in one shot. So about $125,000 on that load of lettuce. That's great. So that puts us $388,000 right now. Plenty of money to buy the additional field from Noah and then upgrade our equipment. to have some tools and implements that are going to let us develop our farm into future growth for soybean and corn, possibly even beginning of a cotton operation. But for right now, I think soybeans, like we've talked about in the past, are going to be our next investment, which is going to take a planter. We already have the combine and header to work that, so minimal upgrade investment is going to be for a good planter that we can put the soybeans in the ground with. But that's also going to give us the option moving forward to plant corn and sunflowers. So another oil product on top of our canola, which could possibly put us in a situation to then buy the mill where that canola and those soybeans get processed into oil and make even more money from that. So we get back to the farm and we'll get loaded up and headed back over to the restaurant. Alright, so we've got the last of our lettuce loaded up. Another full load, I guess, roughly exactly the same as we had on the last load. Looking for another $125,000, $130,000 for this load once we get over to the restaurant, get it sold as well. At 388 right now, I think this is going to push us right over $500,000. So we'll get over there, get this sold off, and then we'll talk about what our next move is going to be. You got to take it easy on those corners with the full trailer. So here we go. I'll catch up with you guys over there. So here we come back down to the restaurant. We'll get our lettuce unstrapped. We'll see if we can do a quick drive through and get everything taken off in one go. There we go. $133,000 for that load. That puts us at $521,000, over $500,000. That's a lot. So for that 1 year's worth of lettuce out of 2 greenhouses, $270,000. That's a great profit. I'll take that any day. So let's get back over to the farm and we'll discuss what our next moves are going to be. Okay, just getting back over to the farm. I want to come over here and take a look at what our wool production looks like. Definitely finishing off the last pallet for the trigger right now, so going to go ahead and load this wool up so that we can get it back over and put in the storage barn as well. Looks like it's starting to snow, so we want to get this put away before everything gets ruined here with snow. So let's work on getting all this on the trailer without destroying it all. Oh, and we're picking up the grass. Picking up the grass from inside the barn, which is kind of silly. Maybe we'd do a little better without dealing with that. All right, let's hop out, grab this one last bale, get it up on the trailer, then we'll pull these 2 grass bales off and stick them back in the barn. Get this over to the storage area. So here we go. Let's get you back in there, sir. There you go. Nice and warm. And you as well. Alright, do the sheep need a bale of grass? I think there's 2 more bales of grass in storage right now, so we should have plenty of grass to get these guys, get them through the winter until their meadow comes back and we can start just slowly supplementing grass to them. So we get this pulled over and put away in storage. I think we're gonna have close to $200,000, if not a little bit more, worth of wool when we sell it in May. We'll take a look here in just a second. Let's see what we got here for wool. So wool right now, at current prices, we have 147,000. When it becomes its optimal value in May, we're at 187. But that gives us a couple months between now and then for the sheep to give us a few more bales. Um, so I definitely think we're going to be in the situation where we're going to be close to $200,000 in wool when it comes time to sell it in May, which I am definitely not complaining about. But it does look like this snow is coming down harder and harder, and don't have a whole lot more to do in February. So maybe this is the key, or the cue to push over into March. So let's actually, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and shut off the truck. Let's hop out here. Let's take a look at some equipment. Um, nothing, nothing super exciting in the used market today. But coming up, I think, right, we're going to get this planter. We're going to grab this horse planter. We'll use this for planting soybeans. I think this is going to work out well for us, 6.7 meters. And we'll also grab the front mounted tank for it so that we can uh, fertilize and seed at the same time. And then as far as seeders, the Bedner seeder here, I think is going to be our next purchase as well for seeders, so that we're set up to get crops in the ground, whether it be corn, soybeans, uh, sunflowers, or anything like that. I think that's going to get us through um, for next year's harvest. Well, really, next year's or this year's harvest is in the field, so next year's harvest is going to be a bigger harvest with more property and different crops. Cause we're gonna grab this field from Noah, and I could do it today, but I'm kind of thinking I might wait and see what he plants in it this season. And my thought process behind that is this: if I buy it right now, I have to put a crop in it regardless, right? So we have to plant something in there. And right now there's nothing to plant but cotton, and we don't have the equipment to plant cotton. But if I wait until April, then chances of him planting are going to be pretty good. There's going to be a good chance that there's going to be a crop in there, and maybe he plants something that we want. The other thought is maybe he doesn't. Maybe he plants something that we don't want. Maybe he puts spinach in it again. I think it's worth taking that risk because, like I said, if I buy it now, I have to plant it. If I buy it later after he plants it, I would kind of have a little gamble on do we get to keep the crop, or is it a crop that we don't want? And even if it's a crop that we don't want, we're just kind of right back to where we are now. We got to plant something in it. So just going to wait on that, and see what Noah and his farm workers come up with to put in that field. Um, but as of right now, there's nothing that we can do with it. We know it's going to be for sale moving forward. Uh, so we'll just wait and see what it is. We could get lucky and he puts canola in it, um, or he puts barley in it. Of course, then that's going to be for, next year harvest. But what if he puts oats in it in March, and we can harvest that in July or August with our canola crop, and the barley crop that we have? We stick that in the silo, because we can, harvest that at the same time as the other crops, and then we're able at that point to go ahead and combine all three of those fields into one large field and just plant them all at the same time. So uh, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to hold off on a month or two and just see what happens there. Our canola field here is looking great. The barley field, is this barley? It's a barley field, yeah. This barley field is looking good. And then of course we have the canola field here, the canola field up on the other side of the barn. And then also, right, we've got our grass and silage field that we're still working. And like I said before, we're going to leave that a grass and silage field because one, it gives us a good amount of work to do with our equipment, and two, it gives us a nice paycheck every time that we need to sell a load of silage in the summer or the winter time. So definitely going to hang on to that. So yep. So guys, that finishes up January, and I think that's going to finish up February with the snow coming in. So as always, if you guys like this content, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.